We're counting down the minutes until we get to do our live concert for you there at Unity of Buffalo, and all of our friends streaming in to watch Claudia Carawan, Daniel Nahmod, and myself. 5 more minutes. We can't wait. Just a couple more minutes before we start our PosiPalooza. Thanks for watching. Good evening from my studio to your living room. I'm Sue Riley from Empower Music and Arts, one of the artists on our PosiPalooza tonight, and I'm speaking for Claudia and Daniel, are very, very happy that you are choosing to spend your Saturday evening with us virtually. We were supposed to be there in person, but you know the story. So thank you so much to Randy Atlas for continuing to keep this thread going so that we can actually followed through on even being there virtually. And thank you to Kelly Murphy, who did such a beautiful job of promoting this and making video. Really awesome job. Your church is very blessed with those two people right there, Kelly and Randy. And thank you, Reverend Mary, for saying yes. I have been to your church before, and I love your community, and I especially love Reverend Mary. Several years ago, when she was becoming the chair of the board of directors for Unity Worldwide Ministries, I remember she gave each board member a giraffe. It has stuck with me. I don't know how many years ago that was, 5 or 6 years. Beautiful saying about how giraffes could see the farthest. And it was very impactful. So, Reverend Mary, we love you, and we're grateful that you have opened your virtual community to us tonight. So what we're going to do, it's a little different than a normal posse because we can't actually sing together, alas, but we can talk together. So in between songs, you'll see Daniel and Claudia and I all on the screen sharing our usual banter, and we try to follow a theme. Who knows how that will work? But since I start, I get to choose the theme. So I'm going to choose a song called Help Each Other Through, because really with all that we're going through as a world, as a community, as individuals, kindness and love, that's really the solution to a lot of our problems. So here's a song. You can sing along at home. Thanks again for watching. All we can do is be there for each other in these times when we don't know what to do. All we can do is be there for each other and help each other through. That's your part. All we can do is be there for each other in these times when we don't know what to do. All we can do is be there for each other and help each other through. Twists and turns unexpected, day by day moving on. I don't have all the answers, come what may, right or wrong, but all we can do is be there for each other in these times when we don't know what to do. All we can do is be there for each other and help each other through. Crashing waves touch the shore. Time moves faster every day, except for this year. Ebb and flow, no control. All that's left to say is all we can do is be there for each other in these times when we don't know what to do. All we can do is be there for each other and help each other through. help each other through. Welcome to PosiPalooza. And now, please welcome my friend, Claudia Carawan.
Hi there. Wow, Sue, sounding good all the way from South Carolina to Richmond, Virginia. And hello, everybody. Can you hear me all right?
We'll take that as a yes.
Okay, that sounds good. I was singing with you, girl. I was singing. What a beautiful song. And for those of you that are new to the PosiPalooza, the way we do things, we don't usually have a set list. We, as songwriters, we listen to the theme of the previous song and try to elaborate or build on that or take some piece of that. And so I'm going to do a song. I have not recorded this one yet, but it speaks to the same idea of helping each other through. Here I am. I'm gonna lift my brother up with my love. I'm gonna lift my brother up with my love. I'm gonna lift my brother up with my love. I'm gonna lift my brother up with my love. When I lift him up, when I lift him up, when I lift him up, I'm lifted too. When I lift him up, when I lift him up, when I lift him up, I'm lifted too. I'm lifted too. I'm gonna lift my sister up with my love. I'm gonna lift my sister up with my love. I'm gonna lift my sister up with my love. I'm gonna lift my sister up with my love. When I lift her up, when I lift her up, when I lift her up, I'm lifted too. When I lift her up, oh yeah, when I lift her up, when I lift her up, I'm lifted too. I'm lifted too. I'm lifted too. Lifted too. I'm gonna lift my country up with my love. I'm gonna lift my country up with my love. I'm gonna lift my country up with my love. I'm gonna lift my country up with my love. When I lift it up, when I lift it up, when I lift it up, I'm lifted too. Oh yeah, when I lift it up, when I lift it up, when I lift it up, I'm lifted too. I'm lifted too. I'm gonna lift the whole world up with my love. I'm gonna lift the whole world up with my love. I'm gonna lift the whole world up with my love. I'm gonna lift the whole world up with my love. Sing with me. When I lift it up, when I lift it up, when I lift it up, I'm lifted too. Yeah, yeah, yeah. When I lift it up, oh yeah. When I lift it up, when I lift it up, I'm lifted too. I'm lifted too. I'm lifted too. I'm lifted too.
Awesome. I love that song.
Nice.
I was singing. And guess whose turn it is now, Danny boy?
Is it my turn?
It is your turn. So we're going to do about an hour and a half. My keyboard is too far away to reply to your actual question.
I took I did a concert, I don't know, a couple weeks ago, and I had a cup of iced tea, and somebody actually said, "Is Daniel drinking whiskey?" And The only reason they asked this is because they don't know me very well, because this would be much more likely to be a Slurpee than whiskey, but it does look a little suspicious.
It looks like iced tea to me.
Yeah. And it is, with actually not enough sugar, which is unlike me. Anyway, hello everybody. Sorry I was a few minutes late. I have a few songs in mind to sing, but as I'm sure Sue has already said, we'll go with the flow, all of us. But I will start with this song. This is a song I sang actually this morning for a really lovely group, and it's an organization that puts developmentally challenged people, like autistic people, adults, in residential settings with developmentally normal people to live together, and everyone wins in these scenarios. They become homes of amazing growth for everybody, in empathy and happiness, and it's just an incredible charity. And they have homes all over the world, residences for this kind of cohabiting. And I was asked if I would sing a song this morning for the group, based in LA, based in Orange County, actually, where I am. And so I said yes, of course. And this was the song I sang. There was such a sweetness and light to it, such optimism, such a clear purpose they had. Such a clear purpose. They were making lives better one at a time, and just in this incredible, humble, understandable, direct way. I mean, families transformed, homes transformed, lives transformed. It's really, really special. So I sang what, for me, is one of the most hopeful songs I've written in a long time, and here it is. For every hill there is a valley. For every winter the promise of spring. For your heartache there will be healing, though it's not easy remembering. For every tear there's comfort, I promise. For every midnight, the deep breath of dawn. But in the darkness, no one can blame us for wondering how everything went so wrong. For wondering when the lights will come back on. What if the sky is always blue? Just beyond the clouds. What if the only thing to do is live this life out loud? 'Cause it's gonna hurt sometimes, no matter what we do. Never mind the doubts, 'cause just beyond our view, I believe the sky is always blue. Here we go again. The headlines are screaming fear and division, diminished returns. But even in these dark days, let's keep on believing that the sun still brightly burns. That's what we are here to learn. What if the sky is always blue? Just beyond the clouds. If this is only an illusion, we can live this life right now. 'Cause it's gonna hurt sometimes, no matter what we do. We'll never mind the doubts, 'cause just beyond our view, I believe the sky is always blue. 'Cause it's gonna hurt sometimes, though we might know the truth. Never mind the doubts. Forget about those clouds. 'Cause just beyond our view, I believe the sky is always blue.
Beautiful. Is that on a CD?
Yes.
Yes. Okay.
It's on, I believe it's on the one that came out in 2018.
It's great that you have so many that you have to believe it's on a CD.
I think it's on an album called Song Unsung.
It's lovely. Lovely song.
Thanks.
So, and Daniel can sing like that, falsetto, modulation. While he's drinking iced tea, and he probably just had a pound of cheese and chased it with ice cream.
Who told you?
That's what I thought.
No cheese. Just that. No, I didn't even have ice cream. Actually, what I had was homemade cookies. We've had a little bit of a crisis in the family the last 3 days. Our little dog got very, very sick, and Melina. I think she's nesting for all of us. She literally grabbed our boy, and they baked some chocolate chip cookies. So I don't mind taking that medicine at the moment. That's actually why I was a few minutes late. We were visiting our puppy in the puppy hospital, and so no cookies and iced tea.
Oh, that's
ice cream.
You're slipping.
I know. She really ought to be ice cream on top of the cookies.
There's still time.
Chased with hot fudge.
Yeah, there you go. All right. Well, I love that, and I have a song that fits this theme. I'm going to. I released a new CD in May, just as the pandemic hit. That's always when you should do a new product, and anyway, this is a song from my new CD, and it's called "Everyday Heroes." And I'm going to attempt to do it with the track, and the track's working, so I should shut up and sing. When I'm standing in the shadow and I can't see the light, when I'm waiting at the crossroads, I can't tell wrong from right. I think about your stories, I think about your life. I remember what you told me, and I know I gotta try. That's the thing about everyday heroes. Everyday heroes help us discover we all can be somebody's everyday heroes. Everyday heroes. You are an everyday hero to me. Everybody has a worry and it stands in the way, But if we're gonna stop believing, what a steep price to pay. We can take a look around us. Anywhere we go, somebody's gonna remind us, and it's someone we know. I'm talking about everyday heroes. Everyday heroes help us discover that we all can be somebody's everyday heroes. Everyday heroes, you are an everyday hero to me. I hear what you're saying, I know what you mean. Heaven knows it ain't easy, so just listen to me. Everyday heroes, everyday heroes help us discover that we all can be somebody's everyday hero. Everyday hero, you are an everyday hero to me. You are an everyday hero to me.
Wow, that's a great song off that great new CD of yours, Sue. And who was the producer of that?
Glenn Rothell produced this one.
Oh, okay.
And he's a co-writer on that song, he and Tom Kimmel.
Fabulous. All
Well,
right.
it feels. I was just listening to the Eagles, to Hotel California, and that actually feels like an Eagles influenced song. It's really beautiful. I love it.
Thank you.
First time hearing
Thank
it.
you.
And it feels like it was written for the pandemic, which is,
Yeah.
I mean, it's very timely.
Yeah.
So I definitely have a song that I can follow with, and a short story. I had a very fun opportunity this week to sing at a senior center in Charlottesville, Virginia. Now, they had not had music, no live entertainment for 5 months, which was pretty restrictive and difficult, but given the situation, it kind of made sense. And they actually invited me into the facility, and everybody was wearing masks, and it was really funny. Just human nature. I mean, they had spaced all the chairs out, and the minute they came in the room, they were all moving the chairs so they could sit close to each other, and the staff was reprimanding them like they were teenagers, like, no, 6 feet apart, 6 feet apart. But once the music started, I mean, there was so much joy in the room, and it made me remember how beautiful it is to sing to a group of people that aren't so far away. So this song, I had the opportunity to be a co-writer on this song with Mr. Harold Payne. We wrote it this year, and it's called simply, We Need Each Other. This is the moment, right here and now, to lay down our burdens and come together somehow. It might not be easy to cross this divide, but Lord knows we've got to try. Let love be our witness as we stand in the forgiveness. We all want to find common ground. We need each other. We need each other now more than ever before. We need each other. We need each other. May peace in our hearts be restored. I had this vision deep in my soul, where the rivers of compassion would rise up and would flow and wash away the enmity with kindness and empathy. And no one can do it alone. We need each other. We need each other now more than ever before. We need each other. We need each other. May peace in our hearts be restored. This world is not perfect, but the struggle is worth it, and our dreams still can somehow come true. We need each other. We need each other now more than ever before. We need each other. We need each other. May peace in our hearts be restored. May peace in our hearts be restored.
What a great song, Claudia.
Thank you.
Yeah, very cool. And I can hear Harold singing it too.
Yep. Yep.
Did you write that in May at our writing thing? Yeah.
I did. And you know, he pitched the chorus to me and I just started crying. It was like, yep, let's sit down and work on this.
Great.
Yeah.
What you got, Danny?
I was just watching a documentary about Sam Cooke, who was amazing, and not just as a singer, but as an activist, and started a record label, and his intention was to gather up brilliant black artists who were being raked over the coals by the establishment music industry and robbed and so on. And he was going to sign these artists and sign their publishing and take care of them in a legitimate, respectful way, like they hadn't been before. And one of the songs early on, he died young, right? But one of the songs that he got placed early on was Rolling Stones' first hit that they did not write. It was written by Bobby Womack, who was Harold's good friend and collaborator for 30 or 40 years. And I'm blanking on which song. Oh, I know what song it was. 'Cause I used to love her, but it's all over now. I'm 99% sure that was the song. And that was the Rolling Stones hit, and it was Bobby Womack. And that's how... I know Harold would interrupt me and say that's how old I am, but Harold is. But that's just how talented Harold Payne is. That is a great song. And in fact, I'm just, rather than stick with the theme, although it's probably sort of related, I'm going to stick with the groove, and I'll do a song that actually, I have a couple that come to mind. The 3, 4, and I love that. We need each other. I mean, I can totally hear. And what Harold does, Harold has sung backup and even a duet once with me on records. And what he does is he brings more masculinity than in one take than I have mustered in my entire recording life. Right? He just brings grit and soul. So, I'm going to do this song that I can also actually imagine Harold singing, and imagine you singing, Claudia, in a similar sort of 3/4 gospel-y feel. And normally I do it on guitar, but I'm going to pick up with that groove. And here we go. This is a song that I wrote. It was inspired by time I was spending with my little boy in the garage building a drum out of wood. And I started thinking about the choices we're making that day. What do we do with a few hours, a few pieces of wood, a few tools? And I also started thinking metaphorically, like, wow, every day we kind of have that decision to make. What do we do with a few hours, a few tools, and a few pieces of wood? So here is the song that came from that. With full awareness that Claudia and Harold would sing it better. With a hammer and nail, I can build most anything. A tree house for children, or a courthouse for judging. With a hammer and nail, I'll build a bank or a prison, a stage for musicians, or a skyscraping building. With a hammer and nail, the family on the street, the one you hardly see, can finally find a home. And so while I have this chance, if I only have these two hands, what will I do with a hammer and nail? With a hammer and nail, I can help with hard labor, fix a boat for a sailor, or lend a hand to a neighbor. Oh, with a hammer and nail, in the wake of destruction, I can lay a foundation. I can rebuild a nation. Oh, with a hammer and nail, a soldier coming home who paid the highest price for our freedom can finally rest in peace. And so the question stands, if I only have these two hands, what will I do? The hammer and nail, the hammer and nail, what will I do? Oh, what will I do? The hammer and nail. Oh, will I build a wall or a bridge? What will I do? Will I build a door and let everybody in? Oh, what will I do? The hammer and nail. Oh, there's a whole world out there in desperate need of repair. What will I do? What will I do? The hammer and nail, yeah. will I have shown my son what one man can do. The hammer and nail.
Awesome.
Man, that's the good stuff. Love that. I'm rocking over here in Richmond, Virginia with you.
Needs a choir.
I was singing at the top of my lungs, but
Were you? I was singing with yours too.
I remember the first time you debuted that at a show, Daniel, you handed us the choir parts. And so I still have those in case we ever get to perform in person again. I've learned my part now.
You did? Thanks. That's cool.
Yeah. A year later, but whatever, you know. Why rush? Yeah.
You're a quick study.
Yeah, right. Awesome. Beautiful. Okay, so my thread, I do have a thread. Harold Payne is a co-writer on the song. It's a paltry thread. It's not in 3/4 time, so that is no thread at all. And I just want to remind everyone, I think you're on Facebook Live. We're on Zoom, actually. So if you're writing us emails and chats and things like that, we can't actually see them, alas. However, we will look at them later. And if it's something urgent, I guess one of our tech people, Deb Frisch, who is making us sound good from Florida, hopefully making us sound good. Yeah, I mean,
speak for yourself.
Put a qualifier on there. Will let us know. But anyway, just letting you know, if we haven't answered something, it's because we're in our own little Zoom universe.
We are.
And how cool is that we can actually, I'm in South Carolina, Claudia's in Virginia, Daniel's in Southern California, and our tech team is in Florida.
Wow.
And yet, we're covering all points, and yet here we are together.
That's really actually amazing.
Yeah. Once you learn to use the technology, life is good. So I'm going to sing a song that I co-wrote with Harold, ironically over the phone, because he was in California and I was in Florida. And Richard McDeesey is also a co-writer on this. And just a reminder to myself that, you know, it's easy to be not as happy as I could be. You know, if you read the news or you read the newspaper or, you know, I don't know, it doesn't take much. Anyway, let's just say I've been home I've been inside for months, like all of us, and have a wide collection of beautiful masks that all fog up my glasses, no matter what I do. And, you know, but the joy of this is that being virtual, which I didn't really see the blessings in being virtual, the first 15 trips to Guitar Center and, you know, Best Buy and Amazon trying to make everything work, is that we can do things like this. And we can be together because times of community, is more important now than ever. More important now than ever. And you can make phone calls or, you know, or Zoom like we're doing. So this song is the title cut of my new CD, which actually looks like this. Beautiful palm tree. I took that picture on a walk in a park in Florida. I didn't know we had parks in Florida, but my boyfriend likes to walk. So I've discovered a lot of things about Florida that I had no idea. Who knew you had to go outside? So this is called There Are Moments, just reminding myself of the incredible beauty that is all around if I just raise my head up, raise my eyes up, foggy glasses or not, and look at it. An ordinary day, in an ordinary life, there's beauty all around me. Sometimes all I see is black and white. going through the motions. Life's just passing by. Drifting in a daydream, wishing I'd wake up from the emptiness inside. But there are moments when magic happens unexpectedly. There are moments, precious moments, when the wonder of the world is all I see. The first breath of the morning, whispers in my ear, says you've got it all inside you. Will you know it in your heart when it appears? 'Cause there are moments when magic happens unexpectedly. There are moments, precious moments, when the wonder of this world is all I see. This dance of possibilities to the rhythm of my destinies won't let me slip into my old routines. But there are moments where magic happens unexpectedly. There are moments, precious moments, when the wonder of the world is all I see. There are moments.
There are moments. Oh, beautiful. Absolutely gorgeous.
Thank you.
Beautiful song, Sue.
Thank you.
And sung so beautifully, too.
Thank you.
Oh, so the challenge is, do I break the thread? I just can't follow up with anything quite like that. That was so lovely. But I can jump off the theme of wonder. And this is probably the very first New Thought song I ever wrote. I wrote it years ago when I became a music director for Unity of Bon Air. And it's a song that we open our services with every Sunday. And the name of the song is God is Good and All is Well. What a wonderful moment beyond compare. I feel God's loving presence everywhere, and I am filled with joy profound in a world where many miracles abound. In the garden of my soul, I am happy, healed, and whole. I know that God is good and all is well. In the garden of my soul, I am happy, healed, and whole. I know that God is good and all is well. What a wonderful feeling to finally know love is mine wherever I may go, to see the world with open mind, to believe that grace is here and life is kind. In the garden of my soul, I am happy, healed, and whole. I know that God is good and all is well. In the garden of my soul, I am happy, healed, and whole. I know God is good and all is well. 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 Yeah. All is well. Woo! All is well.
Excellent.
Nice, Claudia, nice. Are you music director of a church now? Are you still
I'm
there?
sorry, I muted myself. Yeah, I am still there. I've been serving for over 20 years.
Wow.
And it's fun. I mean, it's just awesome that I can still go out and visit other communities using Zoom and also these virtual concerts and everything. It's awesome.
That's really cool. Yeah.
Yeah, it's my family. It's my family.
Yeah, I believe you. Have you been writing songs lately too?
Yeah, this year, yeah, I'll tell you what I've been doing mostly this year. I have a stack of songs that I've written in the last 6 or 7 years that
Yeah.
I just, I don't know why I wasn't recording them, but I was thinking in terms of I was so busy and I didn't have the money. And I've got a home studio here.
Mm-hmm.
And so I have started the process of tracking them and I am having a blast. And I can't, I'm definitely going to ship these out to another person at some point in time to make them just a little better sounding. But it's great getting them started.
Or not. I mean, maybe you get them where you want them.
Yeah. Well, that would be awesome if I could.
Right? Yeah. That's awesome. I'm jealous of that, actually. I had the, for me, we moved into this house in over Thanksgiving, and we knew it was a fixer-upper, but we didn't know it was a fixer-upper, like in all capital letters. And then, of course, right, all travel ended and all performances ended first week of March. And I kind of wish that I had jumped into songs the way you have. And instead what I did is I jumped into like rehabbing the house.
Oh.
Actually, I jumped into two things. I jumped into Facebook concerts, but in terms of which is it's not the same obviously as doing new songs, writing new songs or recording. And I just didn't, I haven't written a single new song in this house, but I have learned how to drywall, put down floor, hang insulation, badly install light switches and outlets, which the electrician then told me he was going to have to redo. I've learned to do those things instead of,
I can relate.
Yeah.
And those things are important too. It's good to have balance. You'll get back to your songwriting. I know you will.
Yeah. I had a mentor, a songwriting mentor, who once said, people, and I'm sure you've heard it and seen it and probably thought it, but you probably haven't thought it in a while. Is like, to worry about a songwriter's block, right? Everybody in any creative field wonders if the well is dry, like what's wrong, or I really ought to get back. I need to, right? I gotta finish my. It's always a gotta, ought to, should, need to. I remember somebody asked this songwriting coach in a class I took a long time ago, what he thought of songwriter's block, what he did for it, and he said, "What do I do for it? I remember that an artist's life is 95% input and 5% output, and I go about my day." And I'm like, that's practical. That's a practical, right? So yes, I mean, ironically, I just sang a song about hammers and nails. So I don't think I'll write another one of those about like the metaphor of building a house. But I would like to think that it's input now and that there will be output. I just don't know.
Mhm.
So
That's right.
I'm really glad you've been creative lately. That's really cool.
Me too.
Yeah.
What are you going to do for us now?
I'm going to do a song about peace of mind, like you just sang, actually, with an entirely different vibe, a much quieter song than that. But anyway, so that's all. I'm sorry, everybody. I'm just catching up with Claudia. I haven't seen her in, I don't know, a year or two. So that's cool. I bet I'm not the only one looking forward to hearing what the music you're making during this time. All right, here we go. A song by me. When my hands were emptied, when my hope was gone, I couldn't help but wonder, what had I done wrong? But even though my heart was broken, there was no need to despair, 'cause a vessel must be open to put something better there. Oh yeah. Into my empty hands, gently you pour new life for me. Yours is a perfect plan. The ups and the downs were meant to be. Now I understand. You needed my empty hands. So forgive me when I doubt it. I admit sometimes I do. Or consider giving up 'cause I cannot see the truth. I know I'll never go without it. Your deep and abiding love, oh love. Into my empty hands, gently you poured new life for me. Yours is a perfect plan. The ups and the downs were meant to be. Now I understand. You needed my empty hand. Yours is a perfect plan. The ups and the downs were meant to be, and I cannot help but cry to think of the gifts you've given me. Now I understand you needed my empty hands. So thank you for my all that I am, all that I see, all that I've been, and all that I'll ever be is a blessing. It's so amazing, and I'm grateful for it all. All that I am, all that I see, all that I've been, and all that I'll ever be is a blessing. It's so amazing, and I'm grateful for it all. All that I am, all that I see, all that I've been, and all that I'll ever be is a blessing. It's so amazing, and I'm grateful for it all. Yes, I'm grateful for it all. So thank you for my empty hands.
Truly one of my favorite Daniel Nahmod songs. So spectacular.
Thanks. You mean Empty Hands?
I like your little medley there. But Empty Hands is one of my favorite songs that you've ever written.
Oh, thanks.
Gorgeous.
Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. I'd like to say that I'm writing songs, but I'm not either.
Are you? Yeah. What have you been doing the last 6 months?
I don't know, but it's taken a lot of time, really. I've been making videos, and there's a learning curve, let's just say.
What do you mean making videos?
Making videos. People have asked me to make videos of me singing, and there's
Oh.
there's no larger chance to make an error than when you actually turn the camera on. Suddenly I'm playing the wrong notes, I'm singing the wrong words, and because it's out there for the rest of time, I
Right.
feel compelled to correct it.
Of course.
And I'm looking at myself close up on a camera, I'm thinking, who did your hair?
Right.
What's wrong? Why did you think that looked good? So anyway,
Yeah.
the voice of criticism. So, I've told it to shut up. So anyway.
Well, like making a 4-minute record of a song can take a month, and
or a year.
right, and making a 5-minute video can take a day.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
I mean, it is actually depending on your standards, depending on what you want it to end up feeling and looking like. It's hard. It's hard.
It's
Yeah.
50 tries. 50
Right.
tries for each song. Yeah. But I would like to think that I'm getting better at it.
I know you are.
Yeah, yeah. So
And I also know that you're too hard on yourself.
thank you, Dad.
You're welcome. Clean your room. Clean your room and brush your teeth.
Clean your room. Yeah. Finish your dinner. Yeah. All right. So, my next song, I think it fits with Danny's theme. So, and it starts with an E. So that's his empty hands. That's really a low bar, isn't it?
Yeah, it's a thin thread. Yeah.
So a few years ago, I wrote a song that I thought had a catchy hook. That's the part of the song that hopefully you can remember. And I didn't actually think that I'd have to do anything that the song mentions. So the song is called When Everything Changes, I Can Change Too, but I didn't want to actually do that. I just wanted to sing about it. And this has been a year where, as I've mentioned, I'm getting lots of opportunities to learn new things. I'm used to having a tech team, and I have become that. And that is a frightening thought. I actually taught an entire piano lesson yesterday and wondered why no one could hear the piano, and I discovered that I'd plugged the printer into the board instead of the actual piano. I thought, why are all these USB cords dangling here? I figured it out, though, so that's where the improvement has been, because I was able to figure it out before I had to call for help. So I am going to sing this song as a message to myself that, yes, I can learn new things. I can adapt. It's this year like everybody's year. I had a lot of plans for this year, and they all got canceled. And I'm making new plans. And they all are taking place pretty much from this room or from my grand piano at my home in Florida. New plans, same scenery, whatever. At least I can do it. For which I'm thankful. When everything changes, I can change anything. Turning the pages and everything is new. If life's little stages are teaching me anything, it's everything changes. I can change too. Used to be when life got crazy, I'd get to feeling low, but I found out I can't let that faze me, 'cause honey, now I know. When everything changes, I can change anything. Turning the pages and everything's new. If life's little stages are teaching me anything, as everything changes, I can change too. Who expects the unexpected, life sneaking up on you? And sometimes we all feel disconnected. What you gonna do? When everything changes, I can change anything. Turning the pages and everything's new. If life's little stages are teaching me anything, it's everything changes. I can change too. Who's to say why it works this way? Well, it's kind of strange, but it's true. When everything changes, I can change anything. Turning the pages and everything's new. If life's little stages are teaching me anything, as everything changes, I can change too. I can change anything. Turning the pages and everything's new. If life's little stages are teaching me anything, as everything changes, I can change too. Yes, everything changes. I can change too. Oh, everything changes. I can change too. Fortunately.
Girl, I'm singing with you over here in my studio. You sound great.
Thank
Love
you.
that song. Love
That's one
that
of my
song.
favorite songs to sing with you too.
And I so relate to what you're saying about leaning into all this new stuff of having to be a sound tech. It's odd for me to. I'm not complaining. I'm just reporting. But it's odd to sing to a computer with my reflection coming back at me. And a lot of times I'm playing and I'm singing, and my mind's saying, "Is that spinach in my teeth?" I'm just kind of leaning in and just. So let me show you what I'm singing to today.
Nice.
It's a little emoji. I just put it behind me on the couch, and I'm gonna have to do this song without it. But this song I also wrote for myself as a reminder to just move through the changes of life and just keep doing my thing and just knowing that I am capable and beautiful. Sometimes this world can break your spirit, that's for sure. Comparisons and doubt will leave you feeling insecure. But you can't hide all you are inside. You are beautiful, golden like the sun. Shine your light here on everyone. You illuminate mine like a golden star, and I see you as you truly are. You are beautiful. You are beautiful. Beautiful. Please listen to my words and try them on for size. The impact that you make, you'll never fully realize. And you can't hide what you are inside. You are beautiful, golden like the sun. Shine your light here on everyone. You illuminate the night like a morning star, and I see you as you truly are. You are beautiful. You are beautiful. You are beautiful. You can't hide what you are inside. You're beautiful. Beautiful. You are beautiful. You are beautiful.
Beautiful.
Thanks.
Oh, the smiley face. I love that.
That's really smart. I thought you were going to say you put it in front of your screen. Are you singing to a screen?
Yes, she's singing to a computer, but behind the computer is a smiley face. It's a great idea.
That's right. I just have to have somebody looking at me. And usually everybody's in such small boxes. I just, it helps to have something to focus on.
Or you could put on your glasses. Just kidding.
Well, that's really clever. I like that a lot, actually. Doesn't it make you smile a little bit each time you look at it?
It does. It brings back some happy memories.
Right. Yeah, that's really nice. Well, I'm breaking the thread because before we end, there's a couple songs that I would like to be sure to sing for you all there
Break
in
it.
New York State, and I hope you all enjoyed. And the good news is I can't see any comments, so I hope you all enjoyed what I had to say and sing for you on the Sunday morning service. I know I enjoyed recording it, but I don't know if you enjoyed watching it, so I hope you did. There's a couple songs that I really would be remiss if I didn't try to fit in tonight, and this is one of them. Based on a true story. And some of you have maybe heard this song, but I do want to sing it tonight. Here we go. Okay. Actually, you know what? It's not the right song to sing. This is the right song to sing. Sorry, it's another one of the same on the same short list. All right, here we go. Sorry, change of direction. It happens. Watching that Sam Cooke documentary I mentioned, and he died very, very young, and he had just written and recorded the song "A Change Is Gonna Come," and it actually wasn't released until after he died. And one of the people who knew him, who was interviewed in this movie, teared up when she said it's just shameful that 50 years later the song is still so relevant, and we're still, in some sense, in some ways, some important ways, waiting for the change to come. And I'm not comparing songs, but I do sometimes feel that way about this song. I'd like it to become so obvious and passé that I don't need to sing it anymore, not because I don't like to sing it, but because I'd rather the simple thought in this song was a foregone conclusion, but not yet. There's one power invisible, and you see it everywhere and every day. One power indescribable, and you speak of it with every word you say. Mysterious until you know the truth, as simple as the love inside of you. Call it God, call it Spirit, call it Jesus, call it Lord, call it Buddha, Baha'u'llah, angel's wings or heaven's door. But whatever name you give it, it's all one power, can't you see? It's the power of the love in you and me. We speak so many languages, different clothing, different colors, different names. But different is only dangerous when we forget that in the heart we're all the same. And we'll remember once we close our eyes to see that such distances were never meant to be. Call it God, call it Spirit or Jesus or Lord, call it Buddha, Baha'u'llah, Hashem or Heaven's Door. It's Muhammad, it's your mind, it's your soul, or it's your sign. It's the universe, it's music, Mother Earth, or Father Time. But whatever name you give it, it's all one power, can't you see? Whatever name you give it, it's the very air we breathe. It's the power of the love in you and me. One power, yeah. One power's what we are. It's the moment of creation. It's everlasting peace. It's the freedom of forgiveness. It's the sweetness of release. It's the joy of inspiration. It's the sunshine on your face. It's the birthright of all nations. It's the boundlessness of space. It's the beauty of a baby. The serenity of sleep. It's the anger we abandon. For it's love that's most deep. It's one power. Oh, what we are is one. It's the power of the love that lives forever in you and me. It's the power of the love in you and me.
Breathtaking. Breathtaking. Well, we're going to do one more round. Does that feel right to my fellow artists?
Yes.
And I would just once again like to thank Reverend Mary and Randy Atlas and Kelly Murphy and all of the beautiful community there at Unity of Buffalo and the people that I see watching on Facebook from all of our communities and our fans. And we're just so grateful for you now more than ever.
Yeah.
Sorry that we can't actually look out and see your faces, but we have great imaginations because we're artists. So we're imagining you singing along with us and clapping and smiling and holding the high watch with us. And there is a link on the Facebook thing, wherever that is, somewhere at the bottom of it that tells you how to donate if you're so moved to give a donation for the music tonight. Part of it will go to Unity of Buffalo. And just know that I'm speaking for the three of us, that we are grateful. We know you have lots of things to do with your time, especially virtually now. There's like a plethora of great music on these Facebook Live concerts. And I have to say, has there ever been a time that is more ready for the type of music that you're hearing tonight and that we have a whole store full of at Empower Music empowerma.com. Positive music really can make these times a little less stressful. Anything you want to add to that, Danny boy?
No, it's true. I would say that I'd say more than anything, pretty much all of us need a hug. And in the absence of a hug, I would say a little connection and kindness. One of the things that I've talked about a lot in my concerts and things that I've done online has been something that I read months ago in the New York Times. A woman who has kids who are home from school, of course, and she talked about how she was not going to look over her shoulder or look in her imagination next door to see if she was keeping up with the Joneses on meeting some external pressures or expectations, that she and her family were going to do the best they could, and they were going to relax some tight standards on screen time or junk food or whatever it was, so that they could feel nurtured and comfortable and not self-critical and not feeling pressured, she said, because each of us is in a role right now that we are not accustomed to. And it was just such a, it is a beautiful thing when somebody says out loud, it's one thing to say, go easy on yourself. It's another thing for somebody to say, I'm going to go easy on myself. And it gave permission. And it's something that I've talked about a lot, like I said, in these online shows. This is a time for kindness and compassion, not first to everyone around you, but first to yourself. I know we make a certain kind of music that feels a certain way. And I would say, not even commercially speaking, yes, there are a lot of songs out there that don't give that kind of peace of mind or comfort or compassion. But if you're looking for, do you guys still have a radio station, Empower?
Yes, Positive Radio. Mm-hmm.
Positive Radio.
The link is on our webpage.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. And of course, if you go to Spotify or, you can always look for positive songs, and they're out there. And you can find them on Empower Music and Arts. You can find them, each of us has websites with multiple albums and so on. But yeah, it is a time to go easy on ourselves. It is. Yeah. This is stressful. Mm-hmm. This is stressful. So I hope those of you listening in Buffalo know that we're here not just to sing you songs, but to tell you that we care about you and we hope you're okay. I think, I'm sorry, I'm speaking for all three of us, but I think we truly hope that a song we've sung made your day better. How's that? A little easier. That's what we try to do. So hopefully we've achieved that.
Great.
Yeah.
All right. Okay, so for my final song, I actually did do some songwriting this year. I just haven't learned them yet. Typical. I'm lucky that I've learned songs off my new CD. So I frequently go to a beautiful house up in the mountains, in the Shenandoah Mountains. Our dear friends Roger and Carol Tomhave host writing retreats for us each year. And we did it virtually this year. Claudia was part of it. That's where she wrote that great song with Harold Payne. And I am reminded that I've written I think I wrote 6 or 7 songs that I really love, and I need to actually find those. I hope they're on my phone or something. But anyway, I was going there a couple years ago, and they live at the just outside Shenandoah National Park. And I thought it would be a brilliant idea to finish a concert that I'd probably done at Unity of Fairfax and drive the hour and a half up into the mountains at night with no one in the car with me. And just as I got to where I needed her most, Siri decided that she didn't have a signal, and she abandoned me. And I'm wandering around this one-lane road with big ditches on each side, hopelessly lost. There's no street lights. There's only starlight, which doesn't let you read the house numbers. And then my friend Roger, who he's known me for a while, so he would know I would be lost. he came out to the edge of his driveway with a lantern, leading me into the driveway. Just like our friends do for us all the time. They shine the light for us. They're there beside us. So needless to say, when I got there, I was a little frazzled. Hour and a half driving up and down the same road. And believe me, frazzled is an understatement. So it's 10 o'clock at night. I'm frazzled, and I walk out to their beautiful wraparound porch that's way up. We're up in the mountains, and there's beautiful big trees and moonlight drifting down, and that kind of fog that settles around things when you're in the mountain. It might be a cloud. Who knows? I don't know. I don't think I was that high, but anyway, it was beautiful. Let's just say it was beautiful. There was a haze of moonlight, and there were fireflies dancing in the trees. Not to be confused with love bugs, which we have in Florida, and they are not the same. And I looked at these beautiful fireflies that were dancing in the trees like fairy lights and the beautiful moon, and I was with my friends, and I wrote this song about looking at things through a haze, a filter of beauty, and like Daniel said, a filter of compassion and empathy, and it softens everything. So it's called What a Little Moonlight Can Do. And Daniel and Claudia, I hope you're singing your parts muted like you are, because it'd be more fun if we had harmony. So, What a Little Moonlight Can Do. Sitting in the silence, watching as the clouds touch the ground, and everything's a softer hue as I take the time to look around. Life blurred at the edges, all the world bathed in silver sunlight. Isn't it amazing what a little moonlight can do? Isn't it amazing what a little moonlight can do? I gaze up at the heavens, moon and stars so close yet far away, like a million spotlights shining brighter than the light of day. Illuminated universe, creating space for all life's wonder. Isn't it amazing what a little moonlight can do? Isn't it amazing what a little moonlight can do? I'm dreaming with my eyes wide open, flying with both feet on the ground. Feel a little crazy, ready to shine my own moon magic. Isn't it amazing what a little moonlight can do? Isn't it amazing what a little moonlight can do? Isn't it amazing what a little moonlight can do? Thank you.
That's a beautiful song.
Yeah, I think that's one of my favorites of yours.
Oh, thank you.
Gorgeous. And I remember when you wrote it.
Mm-hmm.
The fireflies everywhere.
Thank you.
And those retreats were so special because of all the wine that we consumed.
Now.
There's something about being out there in Mother Nature and just tapping into that mountain majesty of that area, and writing with friends. It's so special. So, you know, getting ready. This is my last song. And, you know, I thought I was going to do something, and I changed my mind because this fits the thread a little better. And it's about shining. The way you described Roger holding the lantern for you, that just touched my heart. And isn't that how powerful we are as human beings with some of the simple little gestures and things that we can do? How that shine that we put on, that we put out, can live for a long time. And, you know, in our culture nowadays, it's funny, kindness has gotten such a bad rap. You know, we think of it as being mamby-pamby or goody-goody or whatever, but it's powerful. Kindness is king. It really is. And so I want to tell you both, Sue and Daniel, how much I love you and admire working with you. And I'm glad we were able to do our concert tonight. And to our listeners, thank you so much for supporting us and being here. And I mean, these songs, it's funny, they start in the living room where I'm at right now. They're just this kernel of a thought that maybe this idea could turn into something that I could sing and share with other people, and that maybe, gee, maybe I could record it, and then, gee, maybe people would like it so much and take it home. Anyway, it's time for us all to shine. Shine the light into the world. Shine the light into the world. Shine the light into the world. Let it shine. It is time for one and all to live the dream, answer the call. There is enough love in your heart to change the world, and the world needs our love. Yeah. Shine the light into the world. Shine the light into the world. Shine the light into the world. Let it shine. One by one we plant the seed. Wherever there's a need, we'll be the very hands and heart of love, reaching out into the world. Woo! Shine the light into the world. Shine the light into the world. Shine the light into the world. Let it shine. We reach a place in the human evolution. People get ready for the love revolution. For every problem, we are the solution. Now is the time to put on your shine. Where it's God in the midst of tragedy, but living in the hands and heart of humanity. Answer the call and let love set you free. Now is the time to put on your shine. Shine the light into the world. Shine the light into the world. Shine the light into the world. The time is right to fight the fight on the light. Brothers, sisters, shine your light for justice, for peace, for freedom, yeah. Shine the light into the world, 'cause the world needs your love. Yes, the world needs your love. Oh, the world needs your shine. Go on and shine your light. Shine your light.
Such a fun song.
Thank you.
Cool, and I love the track. I mean, it's just,
Thank you.
I've been listening to while I've been working on the house. I've been listening to a couple of like adult contemporary playlists, and there are a few songs I never really noticed how much reggae influenced like classic pop songs, like the Paul Simon song "No, I Would Not Give You," straight up reggae beat. Hotel California is
Oh, you're
really,
kidding.
if you listen to it again, it's got a chick it,
Oh, yeah.
got a little bit of a calypso or a reggae feeling. It's in a lot of places, and I never really noticed it. It's in a lot of the Jason Mraz song. Well, you done me that feel, and that you just nailed it with that track. I mean, beautiful.
Thank you so much.
Yeah,
You know, what's really cool about that, but Bob Marley was listening to a lot of American music, like Curtis Mayfield and stuff
Was
like
he?
that. So it's so interesting how we just kind of love each other and copy from one another, you know.
Yeah. It's right. Influence is a fascinating thing. It really
Yeah.
is. Um, and actually, I think that's probably one of the things that makes like plagiarism accusations like particularly hurtful is when you right. And every so often you hear about somebody getting sued for stealing, and most of the time it's unconscious, and it's actually from love, not from, there's no malicious intent. It's actually right. It's a song that seeped into your spine so thoroughly that when you put pen to paper or fingers on guitar, it came back out. It's how you wanted your song to feel. It's the ultimate compliment. Unfortunately, a little bit of a copyright no-no. Every so often anyway. All right, one more song.
I'm going to say something first, Danny. I'm sorry.
Yeah, go ahead.
I would like to thank Russ Hammock and Deb Frisch for our tech support behind the scenes, pushing all the buttons so that we appear in the right places and are not muted and not upside down and all
They're
these-
all right. If they were just nice people, that would really go a long way. But
Ignore him. And
I'm kidding. They're two just crazy, lovely people.
yes, we know.
I think they probably figured out my sarcasm there. Yeah.
And, if you want to learn, if you have a lot of free time or any free time and you want to learn some fun things like songwriting or GarageBand, check out our Empower You offerings they're very reasonably priced. And we have lots of things coming up, songwriting and, like I said, copyright. And Claudia did GarageBand, and we have, singing, lots of things. And we will be putting on a virtual PosiFest, November 13th and 14th. 2 days of workshops and concerts, and you'll be hearing more about that. It will be very reasonable that you can watch from your living room. So, all right, Daniel, sorry.
Yeah, no problem. That Empower You thing, what she's talking about is you didn't quite say that they're online classes.
I'm sorry.
And they're very inexpensive. What are they? An hour and a half, 2 hours. Very low pressure. You just come and hang out with. If you're interested in making music or already do, it's very cool. How do they find out about the classes? Like, is there a subscription to an email or how do they find out?
It's on our homepage, empowerma.com.
Okay.
And it's called Empower You. And
Time, by the way.
yeah, and you can also, if you get our newsletter, it'll be on there. But we have lots of fun classes. They're usually 90 minutes to 2 hours, and just fun. They're $25. And
Yeah, I mean, it's a really cool thing. For me, the only thing I want to mention promotionally, and it's not for profit, it's just an offer, is I don't remember if I mentioned it for the Sunday service, but I've been doing at this point I've done 50 something concerts on Facebook Live, and my Facebook name is Daniel Nahmod USA. That's because there's another Daniel Nahmod who also writes songs. So I had to identify myself. Daniel Nahmod USA. If you go there and you click on videos, you will see how busy I have been, not writing songs like Claudia and Sue, but at least singing them. And have at it. It's if you want to binge watch, we'll see you in about 3 days, because it's a lot of songs, a lot of live concerts. And if you don't know what live concert to watch, just watch the grand finale of the last season of them, because that was a nice show, and there's a lot you could sift through. But so that's it. That's my whole plug. Daniel Nahmod USA on Facebook. You'll see.
I love the one that you had Jude helping you with your family show. It was
the family show.
Great.
I think it was the first season, right?
Yeah, it was. It was so great.
My little boy stood behind me and told jokes in between the songs, and completely got distracted and didn't care about me singing. He was just like talking to me and talking to Mommy, who was in the room. It was really precious. So yeah, look, if you scroll all the way down, March or April or May, you'll see a family show, and that's a really cute one. If you have kids, actually, that's a really cute one. I've told a lot of parents we know to just let their kids watch it, because I sang kids songs, and then Jude told jokes. It was pretty fun. Yeah, thanks, Sue. All right, here we go. One more song. You know what I'm going to do? Love's My Decision. And if you guys know it, feel free to sing along. And if you don't, feel free to sing along. Make up the words, whatever. That's what we do for a living. Pretty sweet. Thanks for having us. Everybody have a wonderful, safe, happy, healthy weekend and week ahead, and take good care. And we loved being with you tonight. Love is my decision. It's up to me. It's up to me to give of my heart, to give of my heart. Love is my decision. No one else can tell me to start, can tell me to start. And once I decide to change my mind, to change my mind, God will show me how. God will show me how. Love is my decision. My decision, right here and now. Love is my decision. It's up to me. It's up to me to stand on that bridge, to stand on that bridge. Love is my decision. No one else can make me forgive, can make me forgive. Once I decide to change my mind, to change my mind, God will show me how. God will show me how. Love is my decision. My decision, my decision, right here and now, right here and now. One more time, here we go. Love is my decision. It's up to me. It's up to me to dance down that road, to dance down that road. Love is my decision. No one else can lighten my load, can lighten my load. And once I decide to change my mind, and God will show me how. Love is my decision. My decision, right here and now. My decision, right here and now. Thank you again.
Thank you, everyone. Thank you, Daniel. Thank you, Claudia. What a fun, fun evening.
Thank
It's
you.
almost like we're together.
Almost, not quite.
Almost, but not quite.
See you, everybody.